Cowabunga Gamers, welcome back to another episode of Technological Journey. Last time we started our IV journey, we got motors, we actually got all the IV components built up, IV machine hull, and now we're on the precipice of the assembly line. This episode, I would like to get HSS-G done. I would also like to take a look back and get everything we need for the alloy blast furnace, get this set up, maybe even move further along this line. That would be really nice. And just see how far we can get, either into nuclear or maybe, I don't want to say start the Naquata line, but we could take a look at the Naquata line. Namely, I want to get coils, HSS-G coils, moving towards star metal, and plutonium comes from this whole mess here. So this is our main goal, really. So let's start with the alloy blast furnace. What do we need here? We need this. We'll need the output hatch, some of these, and a muffler. Okay, so the whole normal stuff. So let's get up a few patterns in. So let's get one for the alloy blast furnace, and then the ultra heat tolerant zirconium carbide. I didn't check to see if we had any zirconium or everything we need for the zirconium. So that's going to be an interesting look. But first, let's see if we got, how does this made? Zirconium dust is made in a large mixer. Zirconium and carbon, and this is circuit 2. Mixer 2. Yeah, so we got, actually let's bump this up. Let's make that a full stack. Throw that in. What is this called? Zirconium. We have, we have carbon and zirconium. So we have some zirconium. So how do we get zirconium? Zirconium comes from zircolite, like jerkolite, and cubic. But there is also zircolite ore, which was what this was for. So what do we got? What do we got? I'm leaning towards we go mining for a little bit, and then we get some zirconium. If we're gonna go mining, let's get HSS-G on the go. Let's get that started so that that can boil away while we go mining. So let's see, dust. How do we get HSS-G dust, right? HSS-G, is this in a circuit of 4? So mixer 4 gives us that. Come on. Okay, that's fine. And then this was a blast furnace. This is tungsten steel. So we only have one tungsten steel blast furnace, which is why I want to get HSS-G going. So that's there. One thing I didn't consider with the coils, though. This might need, yeah, this needs an EV assembler, which I think we actually have. Do we? I guess we can check, right? So if we go coil, this is currently, oh, we need to update this again. I thought we did have this upgraded, right? Fluid solidifier. But we don't have it piped into an assembly machine. Okay. So let me get that built. Okay, we are back. We got HSS-G coils done. So we can go ahead and craft 32 of these. So now, while those craft, I also noticed that we don't need zirconium. We can do, what do we need? We need an alloy blast furnace, in which we need these three things. So we need dense plates. We need dense daballoy plates. So this is going to take a bit to craft, and then we need tungsten carbide gears. But we should be able to craft, so gear, and then dense plates go in here. So we should be able to make one of these. And then, how many did we need here? 35. We needed 35 of these. So these are some pretty big crafts. Our blast furnaces are going to be busy for a bit. In the meantime, we can take a look at getting Argon. Now for Argon, I think this is the way we're going to go, with liquid air into a distillery, into a small subnet of these fluids. So let's get, oh, we already have a distillation tower. Do we have any stainless steel? We do. We also need HV, or output hatch. Honestly, LVs are probably going to be fine enough. We need 10 of these. So what else do we need? What else do we need? We need some place to put this. So this is going to be a small subnet somewhere. We might be able to fit it with the oil stuff, I want to say. Where's oil processing? Over here. Yeah, we could throw it down right here. Maybe not right there. Actually, maybe, yeah, right there. Right. And then we also need a freezer. So we can put the freezer. Then we need frost. We need a few of these. So we need EV input. So everything's going to take a bit of time. So I'll bring you back once we are ready. We're back. We got everything done. The coils are still cooking. These are about 20-ish seconds, I want to say. Yeah, about 20 seconds for HSS-G, which isn't too bad. I decided to put our Argon setup in this room solely because there's less interference, I guess, and more room. And plus, I'm not sure what else we would put in here. What are we missing? We need input. We need fluid input. We need 2 of these. Perfect. So that should be everything for me to just, wait, building. To just do that. Yes. Okay, so this is only 6. And we want to remove that, and somewhere, maybe down here. Input hatch is where I want it to be. Energy output. And then this needs, I want the maintenance hatch here. And then we just need to build it up a few more. Right? Like this, yeah. Okay. So that should be everything. 3, wait, that's only 5. 6, 8, 9, and then 1 more for 10. And then the muffler hatch is going to be right here. Do that. And then I think we actually want the output hatches here. So let me get these switched over. Okay, I'm trying to remember how we did this in Omnifactory. Do we want to use fluid buses? We might. Right? Yeah, fluid bus all the way down. Cool, 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 cool. And then where are we gonna put here? Let's just get everything built up first. MV, and then we want input and output here, right? And we want fluid, so output hatch. Let's do a large output hatch. And then we have a large input hatch, right? So that's frozen air. What are you missing? You are probably missing, if I had to say, the maintenance hatch. Yes, okay. And now all we need is an air collector, but we want an EV air collector. And that'll go, honestly, we can just have that right next to it. I don't see why we wouldn't do this as well. Just have the whole AE thing just be right here, right? What color do we want to do with this? Let's do purple. Do we have purple dye? No, but we can make a bunch. And then cable, Fluix, do this. Bam, we got a bunch of purple dye. Lord of Darkness approves of this. This is the input for the liquid air, right? Yeah. So all we really need for this then. Actually, why don't we just do this? We can do that, set this to liquid air. And then that's good. Right? And then we got that. We can do that here. And then orange can just wrap around. Where is orange? Orange has a connection down here. And again, literally just this. And then I know we said it can go there. So we can do that and then drop it down. I mean, in the middle here. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, yeah. So we're going to need a few of these. Let me get these piped in. Okay, we are back. We got the dense energy cell. We're going to put right there the ME drive. And then all we need is a fluid terminal. Love it. Okay, so let's before we do anything, let's get this set up correctly, right? So the liquid air is going to go into the distillery tower. It's going to give us all of these fun liquids. And then it's going to come into here. We need a fluid trash can. And another storage bus, which we got. Okay. So the logic here is that if there is no room on the network for nitrogen, oxygen, for any of these, right? Let's see, what do we have in there? Nitrogen, liquid air. We don't want to get rid of liquid air. We just want to get rid of its components. And then we want a fluid interface here with a fluid storage bus that reads it. That's set to extract only. Yes. So nothing weird got in there. Cool. Right? So this is still, yeah. Okay, so everything is good. Everything should be good. Right? I made 16Ks? Yeah. Let me get these partitioned. Nitrogen is the last one. Okay, so all of these are partitioned now. So what should happen? We should place down the air collector. And then it should go into the freezer. Right? Yes. No problems found. How much air does it need to freeze? This requires, oh, it requires IV. That makes sense. In that case, I think we can just throw down another input bus. Right? IV, no problems found. Did this need a... No, vacuum freezer. Air goes into liquid air. Output, why are you not working? Do you need to be reset? There we go. Nice, so liquid air is going. This needs to be set to a higher priority, right? Liquid air is going in there. And it requires 100 buckets, which is more than an HV input hatch, right? That's 64. We need this. Okay, not too bad. Just void all that, no problem. Input hatch. You go. Input, yeah. There we go. Liquid air is going in. So this will go eventually. Our bottleneck right now is just this, which is fine. Yeah, we'll check on this in a bit. That just needs time to build up, but we should have everything there. One quick thing I want to get done before we go back to the... Actually, no. This is still going. You are still crafting too. HSS-G coil blocks are still going. So let's take a look at the ME circuit etcher for easier circuits. Because right now circuits are Or ME circuits are our bottleneck, and it feels bad crafting them. So let's see what we need for the. Oh, right, we need the IV assembler machine, right? Actually, weirdly enough, can we make this? Can we make an IV assembly machine? I think we can. What are we missing? We are missing platinum wire. Platinum cable, though. Poly. Yeah. Throw this in here. Bam. Okay. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Let's go back over here. You're good. You're not good. And you are fine. And then you can go in there. Okay. So while that crafts, we need to figure out IV power. And while we're over here, let's check the power. Oh, we are not doing too hot on power. Working disabled because you are, it's too high. You, what's wrong with you? You don't have a rotor. Can I, if I did this, right? You're working, they all should be working now. And they are. Sweet. So this will go up over time. Unless we're tapped out. We'll let this cook for a bit. Okay, we got the elite assembly machine. I got this figured out. We're now getting all the components that we should. The issue was that we didn't have enough room. It's giving us like 78 buckets of nitrogen, and we only had LV, which is 16, so we're wasting or voiding results. So where are we going to put this, right? Something else we need is, if we're going to do it this way, we also require a transformer from EV to IV, right? Voltage in, IV voltage out, EV. There we go. This is what we want. So while that crafts, we can come over here. Are we going to put it over here? I actually don't know if that's advised. I guess for the time being, we can put it like right here, right? We also need IV wire or IV cable. What's a good IV cable? Platinum, I guess. Tungsten, platinum. Yeah, let's do platinum. So let's 4x cable. Platinum is right here. One day we'll get a packer, but that is not this day. So let's get like 50 of these. And while that's cooking, we can figure out how we're going to do this, right? So we want something like this, except This is going to go into, oh, okay, game crash there. Where were we? We were here. So this is going to go here. We're going to switch it to P or EU. And then we're going to bind it to the input. If we can find it. There it is. Bind. Right? So the transformer is still not done. Why? Because we're waiting on aluminum of all the things. Okay, so let me do this. Right? So we want if we wanted to go here, step down IV. No, we wanted to step up. Right? Step up, and then this should be IV now. So if we connect to this, step up, no. We probably need to do this to have a cable connection between the two. Or was it bind? Okay, so let me get you're going step up 4 amps of EV. No, you should be linked output side 1 input. Yeah, that should be correct. You're going, and then if we throw down you're not getting anything. Why? 4 amps of EV into 1 amp of IV. I bet it's because we have this backwards. There we go. So that should be 1 amp of IV, which means you have power. Which means we have an IV assembling machine. But it also means we can do something like this. Where we get quartz glass. An IV case. IV case, formation core. Formation core. And then flux logic controller. We also need all the inscriber presses. So that's probably going to be over here. If I had to guess. No. You don't know where that is? That is over in the... Not plat line. It's going to be here, I think. Yeah, here are these two. And here are the other two. Okay. So you will go in, and we also need... You're not done yet. Why? Okay, so... The machine hall finished up, so this should give us what we want. Yes, the circuit etcher. So this should help us out immensely, right? This is kind of scuffed where it is, but yes. Yes. Okay, so what do we need? We need acceleration, and then an interface. Okay, so let's go get patterns for these. Actually, we can remove the... what does this give us? This just goes straight to... Yeah. So we can remove these and this. Oh, we reclaimed so much space there. Nice. So now we can do these 3 patterns. Let's see how fast these are. So if we wanted a processor, oh, that's so good. And if we wanted 10 of them, they stack. Oh, this saves us so much time, dude. That's brilliant. I'm so glad we did that. I'm so glad we did that. And speaking of which, how is our alloy furnace? There's the blast furnace core. We're gonna need an input hatch. We will also need an output hatch. We'll need this. So let's see. Let's see. We got Argon, so that can be checked off. EV input. Input hatch, EV. We also have the heat proof or heat resistant, right? Maintenance input bus. Why does this need an input bus? Ah, right. Some input bus, some output bus. Let's get an HV one for this. Actually, let me get all the components here and I'll bring you back when we go to build it. Okay, we are back. The HSS-G coils finished up, so we got those. Actually, I don't ever think I held an HSS-G ingot, did I? No, never did. So let me get one of those really fast. These take 20 seconds, and while that cooks, we need to figure out where we are putting this, right? So I think the best place to put this would be right here. And for that, or because of that, we want, it's gonna go right here. So if we take a look at the preview of this, I have an idea. Right, so it's gonna look like this, which is fine if it touches the freezer. I don't think we'll have any more freezers. Though we do want to switch the input with, okay, this is how it's gonna work. No, we need an output hatch. Output hatch HV. So the output hatch is gonna go here. The input hatch is going to go here. Muffler hatch is going to go where muffler hatches go. As always, the maintenance on the top and then there. So, you know, we should be good to build it. What are we missing? What are we missing? Absolutely nothing. You good, you good. So, the coils, right. And we want to use tungsten steel coils, because why not? Unless, hold on. If we come here, what are we missing? We just need the input bus. We need this and this quest should be good. Input bus EV. Honestly, I don't see why not. to use the input bus EV. And then we want an LV muffler hatch. Right? Yes, okay. So that's done. Input bus there. And then build. No? You there. What are we missing? The coils. Still the coils. The coils go... Okay, okay. Okay, I see. Bam. Bam, bam. Cool, 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 cool. And we can put the tungsten or the HSS-G coils here. Okay, let's figure out how we are going to get this plugged in. Right? So output hatch, input hatch. We have two output hatches. We just want one. We just want the one. The one's gonna go here. We're gonna have that there. Does that make sense? And then, yeah, I guess over here. Okay, okay. So this is gonna be very interesting how we set this up. I'm not sure how many input buses we're going to need, but we'll figure that out. Right, so it's gonna be like right here. Yes. So as usual, we get this plugged in. Aluminum. And then set the input. And then that will go there, and then we have, how do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Let's put this here for now. Find it. And then we can do this. We have our fluid solidifier, right? And then the output is going to go into a interface here. And this interface is not going to be seen. We have our mold for ingot. And then we just need to do maintenance. What are we missing? We're missing probably hammer. What else? Wires burnout. Wire cutter. Ah, here we go. Yeah, okay. Sick. Sick, sick, sick. Let's put this away. Okay. So what do we want to test this with, right? Let's go get a pattern. What we want is this, which is going to be reactor steel dust. Hold on, what? Reactor steel, fluid solidifier. So we need argon, a circuit of 5. Okay, okay. So we are going to have this equals, ooh, how much of that? 3168. So a full ingot is 144, right? So 3168 divided by 144 is 22 ingots. 22 of these, right? Cool. So we can go back to here. We also need a circuit. Of 5. That's going to go in here. You are to go in here. And we also needed a input bus, right? An input bus can go here since it's already along the line. We need a fluid interface filled with argon. And argon isn't set up yet. We have 17 buckets of argon, so we need a fluid interface here, right? So the argon is gone. It should be in here. So if we did reactor steel ingot, right? This is going, that's 76 seconds. So I'll see you when this is done. Okay, so this is almost completed. Any moment here, it's going to go into the output hatch, and it should go into the fluid solidifier. And it does. Auto output, and bam! Reactor steel ingot. That's huge. That's fantastic. I love that for us. Okay, so this is where we will wrap up today's episode. Next time we'll keep going with nuclear. We are so close. We are getting through this. Oh, do we have our HSS-G? We do. So that's a few more quests unlocked. That lets us get IV superconductor and Naquata. So that also this opens up a whole bunch of pathways for us. Ideally, I would like to get the quantum processors, which does require the assembly line. Oh boy. We need to fix power also, because I think that's dropping. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I shall catch you next time.